I'm here with DA Shadow Minister Mr. Baxolile Nodada. How do you feel, say, about this outcome?
Look, first of all, we'd like to congratulate the class of 2023 for enjoying a lot of obstacles along the way. I mean, we call them the COVID babies. They went through, COVID-19. There were floods in some provinces. We know the systemic issues that exist in our education system, such as infrastructure, poor quality teaching in the classroom. But we also want to thank parents and teachers that have gone an extra mile to prepare these learners so that they can be able to succeed. We do, however, though, dispute the minister's announcement of 82.9% of matric results, because the real matric pass rate is actually 55.3%, and this accounts for the cohort of learners that started with this cohort in grade 10 to complete matric. Over 345,000 learners have dropped out of the system between grade 10 and matric, and they are unaccounted for in these results. And the shocking result in it is that the highest province, which is a Free State at 89%, has got a 40% dropout rate, meaning 4 out of 10 learners never make it to write the matric examination. And it's important for us that when we congratulate and celebrate these learners that have fought hard, we leave no learner behind. We account even for those learners so that they don't end up joining the unemployment queues, as we see, because tomorrow you'll be asking me, why is the unemployment rate so high? It's because many of those learners are part of the youth that is not an employment education or training, and they are not skilled to participate in the economy. The second component that we feel about is that these results show quantity over quality, and we need to be focusing on quality outcomes rather than quantity. Quality means preparing learners with skills that they require to participate in the economy, because even though we've got a 40% bachelor pass, it's still very low compared to IEB that has got 88% bachelor passes. And what does a learner do that does not have a bachelor pass? They can't access an institution of higher learning. They most likely can't get a job because the matric certificate is not strong enough. It doesn't give them skills for them to participate in the economy. They end up living a lifetime of unemployment and poverty. And those that make it to university, we wish them nothing but the best. Those that make it to tertiary institutions like TVET, we wish them nothing but the best. We hope they get the skill to participate in the economy. But many of them, even graduates, standard robots looking for a job because the basic education system didn't prepare them well enough. So we need to balance making sure we keep learners in school, retain them, not drop out, and quality outcomes over quantity. That's how we feel about these results. And the real matric pass rate, again, is 55.3% because those learners have been left behind.
I hear you, Mister, but it seems like you are disputing the percentage. As an opposition, what do you think that should the Department of Education do to improve this quality of education?
There's 3 components. It's a simple recipe. Other countries use it. Finland, Germany, first world countries, even the Seychelles here in Africa. 3 components. 1, quality teaching in the classroom. How do you get quality teaching in the classroom when some of the teachers that teach our children fail exams for the very same subjects that they teach? So you need to make sure that you hold them on a high standard, not a mediocre standard, and lose the stranglehold by SATU that wants us to crow-toe to teachers that are not qualified. We need to upskill our teachers. We need to make sure we hold them accountable through an independent school monitoring evaluation authority that we've been proposing. It happens in the Western Cape so that no union will come and tell you this teacher must be employed because it's our member, but they must be competent so that the child can benefit. The second thing is to make sure that the school is well resourced. Infrastructure in schools, libraries, labs, sporting facilities, and the general feel so that a child is able to study and acquire the skills that they need. I went to a school yesterday. They teach physical science. They don't even have a lab, let alone material or equipment for them to study, that physical science. How do you expect them to succeed and even compete and get a skill that can compete within the world? The last component is leadership. If you don't have a school governing body that works, an SMT school management team that works with a principal that is leading, you're not going to get a good quality outcome. So that 3 recipe is very, very important. And again, focus on keeping learners in school and quality education. That is a formula.
Thank you so much. You have heard from DA. They are completely opposing the percentage of the national certificate.